Should try. Everybody should give it a go.
Dude.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean...
Wait, you want me to give
yes.
it? You want?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right. Well, the proper pronunciation for it, obviously, it's a Greek, so G is a gamma. So it's Yoryu. Try doing that.
Hashtag VCT EMEA, and you said it's your best try to pronounce the name of Pavel. Great, you know, it's great that nobody knows my entire 5 full names. So we never go there. We never go there.
Zest is enough for us. Zest is enough for us.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I don't have any other names.
Surreal on the attacking though, straight out of the bat, will place the button of that W, crossing through. Masic finding the first kill on to Gatch there. Now they've opened up substantially. Vukashu finding one through the dark cover though, will level the playing field, but he's waiting for the rest of his team to approach for them to go for this retake.
Well, you say it right now, as I tried to do so. It is going to be a classic one of those retakes where 2 flashes and 1 aftershock remain. No more real smoke utility, as obviously Gatch died very early on in an uncomfortable position.
Oh, JJ lining up 2 kills quickly after that. Janny wants to bring things back, but he's all by himself.
Full HP.
Has to deal with 3. That's 1 head. Needs to find 2 more. He's heard the noise towards the site. He's heard the noise towards garage. 5 bullets. Masic is low, but the timing's just not working out for him. Distraction coming through with a shock dart, and Surreal are pretty good at pistols.
Hey. Yeah, they are Pavla. It looked very doable. It looked very decent. It looked very possible there towards the end. I mean, if there's one guy I want to see perform, it is Jenny, right? Either way, getting into the realistic department, getting into the, you know, what Ryan and Moxie said in the desk department. Haven. All right, you know, I don't know how you stand towards this map. I personally find it okay. But you know what? My opinion is not relevant. That doesn't matter. Surreal is a team that is very swift, very fast, and they're up.
Excuse me? Vukashu? What? Okay, all right.
You know, I wanted to say that they like to go A side a lot, over long, but Knock Knock who comes on the back door. No way, no way,
no way. Oh, struggling to find the heads. He's struggling to find the heads, and Celeste will be taking him down. Compose yourself, man. Oh,
look on short though. If it is Linksy finding a stun again and holds him up long enough, I'm worried, man. Masashi with a dart could be enough distraction if he waits it out. No. There's no way. There's no way, right? To say it as Hypog says, nah, they're not gonna lose this.
Let's give him a benefit of the doubt here. Masic dropping in, realizes the back of the site is opening, which means there's only a couple of positions that they now could be in, right? They haven't covered off short, they're covering off heaven and CT. The backside, though, Gatch has heard the movement from Celeste. He, whoopsie, Celeste holds strong. And now Rebels are on the back foot. Yeah, okay, they've gained some ground, but they don't clear out these corners. Lixie and Masashi, they were able to find the kills, and there's some weapons that can be recovered. Already touching the spike. It will only just get planted. And now they're getting it down towards that defensive spawn position.
Trying to see if they see a flank coming. They have one up in heaven. Macy has to hit from start on, but Vakashi's aiming at him. Oh goodness, this is gonna be tough, Pavlos.
Oh, Masashi, he knows he has to aggress here. He knows he has to play it far forward. Rians, though, close by. Also, recon ball accurate. Masashi baiting out the first one, which means Masic is isolated towards his heaven side. 8 bullets, 7 bullets, and no head. Masashi makes sure he has none of it. Surreal show us how pistol rounds are taken care of in Icebox. Rebels would do that on Haven.
Shut up. Just shut up. Can we have the first kill again? Can we see how this thing started?
Oh, they even saved the fandom.
Come on, give me that replay. Xilf, or whoever's replay operating. No, Xilf is doing POV. Ah, come on. I mean, okay, I cannot be mad at them because they didn't even expect that would come in. And you know what? Can't blame you. They started with a shot through the wall that was 100% with 1 bullet hitting to the left.
All right, replay.
Nah, come on.
Oh, no, we're going to see the January replay.
Of course, that's what we got to see.
Yeah, that's where it all crumbled, right? That's where Surreal were able to find control of the A site in the first instance, but yeah. Not all rounds are made equal, Zest.
Good. Great to know. What an interesting universe it would be if every round would have been made equally, because that would result in what?
Boring games?
No, I mean, just stop it. I'm not even going to start that discussion. Just leave it be. let's take a look real quick and hope that everything's going regularly.
Not again.
What is Rebels doing a lot? They have a good bit of utility over on the C side. They defend Garage very heavily with that Killjoy, including an Astro being nearby. So having an opportunity to really react to it. We see a good chunk of stars in front of Garage or the exit of C long. So stopping power, the one where you use utility, where you stall, brilliant. All right, you next up have Linksy, who's always playing in a sense of being a little flex. Do you need him B-Link? Do you need him A-Link? Do you need him C-Link towards Garage? You can have him wherever. Right now, he would be needed towards A-Link, and now they're giving that one up. Voluntarily saying, take the A site, with a man disadvantage.
And that will allow Surreal to gain free real estate. Thank you. We've made this our own. Now can set up these angles. They don't go for the aggressive approach we've seen them take before. Will hold back and try to play for the post plant in the approximate positions. You can see there's a lineup. Linksy with the fault line already. He's looking to push it through and he'll be able to gather it up. Recon bot onto the back end. There's Rolling Thunder available onto the back side of it. Masik will press the aggression button, but that's delayed them, right? More pressure for Rebels, which means they can play the time game. Linksy won't check his left side, which means Masik can play the trigger discipline play. Gets one, but won't be able to find the second one. A little bit too panicky onto that end, but seems that Rebels are finding themselves the rest of the kills. Rian's onto the back end, finding ahead with a classic. It will not be good enough. Rebels are quick to find the rest of the shots with their Spectres, get the defuse in as well with 2 seconds to spare and get themselves on top on the leaderboard.
It was a good approach from Rebels. And, you know, I'm saying that with them having a bit of, with the Surreal set having sheriffs and making it on the A site might sound stupid initially, but what would have happened if Musashi took the fight over on A? Probably would have maybe made 1, maybe even 2, right? Imagine he got 2 kills, but they would still have a proper plan plus a rifle. And that's what they wanted to avoid. They wanted to keep them with the bad weapons they just bought, no upgrades, no real additions. So as it looked scrappy, made the best out of the man disadvantage situation they had. Whilst playing it safe, playing it together. Sure, it got way too tight towards the end. And taking a look at that, little adjustment, right? You see Jenny instantly pushing through C-Long because they seem to realize Surreal does what Surreal done the entire time, the last time around they played this map, and that was against Anonymous. What they've done? Constantly taken A fights. It feels like it's a repetition of the game versus Supermassive Blaze.
It's very familiar, isn't it?
It is. Feels like I'm rewatching a VOD review.
It's the response that matters in this end. Musashi has a Hunter's Fury. That could be a high-impact ultimate. Whether he wants to use it early or allow the spike to get planted first, that is a different endeavor. They do tend to allow Surreal the control, but getting a first pick wouldn't be too bad. Sticking to this backside, rotations also coming forth as well from the Rebel side. You can see the rotation approaching from Janny, but this is a shout that we were waiting for. The blades are brought out by Masik, dashing through with his own Cloudburst, looking for the first shot. Look at the backside though. Linksy able to find the first shot. Janny moving out of the shadows there. Flashpoint not going to be good enough for JJ to get any kills there, which means Surreal are already on the back foot. Need to back away from this because this A site won't be taken over from the shadows. Utilize here from Gilleste. They'll at least get the spike down, but can they take it towards the end?
The question is Jailers there in time? Because they have no more smoke, right? That operator will be a big problem in getting that spike diffused. But Jailer stays down, all on Alpha Khair.
That simplifies things substantially. All down to Alfaya and Linksy with the bullet to the head will make sure he has no eyes. Rebels clean it up very nicely. Good hold and good execution at the end.
Gatch was... It looked like he was having no stars, but it seemed like he just recalled one. And it just popped up in time. My bad then. Rebels taking the third. Keep the majority alive. I think that's a very crucial point. Get themselves an operator as well. Time to build economy, right? You don't want to be the team that, wins rounds, but always just with 2 players, with 1 player on the edge, 2 seconds left to defuse, things like that. You don't want that. It's not helping you overall. And a quick look, and I think that is very important for how the momentum keeps going, is a look over on the ultimate cycle. Musashi, insanely important ult. Same goes for Linksy. Very crucial, setting everyone up in the air. But Vakashu and Gatch themselves aren't so far away from theirs as well. So Rebels, if they make this round by default, 4-1, no ults invested, man, it's gonna be easy.
Let's play.
Tour de force. We've seen our fire do some crazy stuff.
We did.
Nice box before. Whether that will be illustrated once again, it'll be different endeavor into the garage position they go. It's Vakashu to get shut down here. Gillespie quickly to react to it. This gravity well will delay them from crossing forwards. That's the important part. Gatch is still alive onto the site, but he's got no reinforcements. If he dies, the site will fall as well. That's exactly what happens. JJ takes command of it. Rolling Thunder looking to delay, but Lynxie's here quick enough. They're already down in numbers, though, so the next picks are very important. Masic says no to that. Rebels lose control over the site, lose their players, and Surreal regain it for themselves.
All the ults. Lynxie and Masashi used it. A bit in shock how quick it goes. Seaside attack works well, and the speed and momentum seems to be absolutely fine. You see it on the minimap, right? That fight that Vukashi took disabled, logically as he said, the nanoswarms towards C long. A good opportunity where we could help your Astra a lot, that you can hold down the players on site. So it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy to see that, but. Let's find out, right? Let's find out, Pavlos. Let's figure, my man, because at this point in time, I'm just curious how they will approach their seaside defense. We've seen the same thing. I think it was Surreal. No, pardon. It was Supermassive Blaze versus Fokus, where also Booger realized that he has to change his Killjoy approach. Done that. Worked decently. Worked well. Maybe the same thing right now. But quick look. Money is looking low. We get ourselves one Guardian. IGLs love Guardian. Redgar highest percentage rate in VCT for exactly that reason. So the Surreal site set themselves up for an A site go. And you know what? I think I've never seen a Surreal just default. Just wait. No, not once. There's only drive. There's not neutral. There's not reverse. There's not park even. It's just drive.
Let's just drive. You can never go out of that third gear. Just keeps on going.
It's an automatic. You cannot go in gears, really.
Yeah,
I mean, you
so.
can, but it doesn't work that way. Going on.
Yeah, no control over it. It's all just pace and tempo. Janny looking to back away from that. Vukashu ends up with a quick kill. Okay, good note for Rebels at the start. And that was all the way towards a C position, which means no one has really moved around. Instead, they've got 3 players towards this A site, which means the B site is fairly open. Masic crosses through, realizes there's someone towards a C link. They've been able to take this control pretty much freely. And the fact that Lynxie falls, this is even more difficult for the Rebel side. But careful. This is Gatch on the backside.
No,
he's able to catch them off. Janny putting that Guardian to good use, and they want to move on forwards. Reen's position has been taken over. Rebels take control, take the site, and will get the round in the bag for themselves.
But dude, did you remember? Can you recall how good the retakes were from Rebels on Icebox? Surreal got them on the site when it was cold, right? Over there on the icy map somewhere in the northwest of America. I don't even recall where it was. Bennett Island it used to be called. Do I know my lore? Hell nah. Either way, it was Rebels getting back on the site quite often, right? It was Rebels getting back on the site a good chunk of times. And that brings you to the point where you're like, ugh, you have to get your after plans right, man. You have to get your after plans right. And on the C side, it worked quite decently. Worked all right. They were swift. They were fast. So it feels, yeah, okay, here's the theory. Listen up, right? I believe if Surreal is super fast on the site, they buy enough time to set themselves up for an after plan, or buy enough time that the time for diffusing and clearing the site is too low. And therefore going fast will buy them enough time. Going slower will give Rebels a bit more of an idea, being like, okay, I think there's clear. Nothing here, guys. All right, I think I know where it's going. I could be horribly wrong, but it feels a lot like that is the case. Surreal can work with momentum.
They do struggle with that.
A bit.
Quite a bit.
Tiny bit. Very much, actually.
Yeah, no, it's been a difficult endeavor, and I think this pause maybe will allow them to reconfigure themselves. Obviously, you want to have multiple strats in the bag and multiple approaches to the game if you want to compete up against the best, and that's been shown, right? The other day, we saw Fokus take over big, and they were able to bring so much to the table.
And let's see. A decent buy that's coming in as they are sending themselves directly for Garage. Fast, Pavlos. Fast we go.
Nanoswarm will delay them just a little bit. Garage control has been taken over. Vukashu through the wall will be taking down Masic, and that's the momentum already broken.
You say it. You know what he's done? He's not taking an aggressive side in Garage anymore. He has a lineup for his wallbang, knows when to use his Nano Swarm, and he doesn't take an aggressive fight. He knows how fast they like to go over on C from time to time, so that is what they're doing. I love it. He really adapted immediately. He adapted immediately. And I want to give you one crazy stat from last game, Pavlos. Last time I'm going to talk about Icebooks. I'm not promising. Surreal had 9 full buy rounds. And of 9 full buy rounds, they won a single one. They won 0 full buy rounds.
It's crazy.
On attack. I don't know what it is when they have momentum, speed, and tiny weapons, but then it works.
Rebels are happy to hand this over onto the A site. They've got a Cosmic Divide and they've got the lockdown. They know those are simple pieces of utility that you can just throw down and expend yourself. But the Aftershock from JJ is something that they want to expend early. Cosmic Divide will fall through, and they'll try and pressure this very, very early on. Flashpoint as well, the plant will be committed to, which means this is dangerous. Janny looking to push forwards, is raining over the skies. Reens ends up with a Hunter Suri, and now needs to push through to deny the spike from being diffused. Pushes over, Reens is able to find the headshot through the wall, but is it good enough? Musashi shuts down on fire. No way Reens brings this back, but because there's just too many players from the Rebels side. There's even a player behind him, and just like that, they take this round off the hands of Surreal.
Okay, let's do our checklist, okay?
Right.
Full buy. Check. Being slowed down early on when they want to push a position really fast. See Garage. Check. They are being forced to go somewhere else because they cannot execute fast. Okay, also check. Losing full buy due to a retake and not holding after plan. Absolutely. The biggest freaking green check mark you could ever imagine in your freaking entire life. Same thing again. Again. And it works every time. And I have to compliment Rebels for their understanding here. Alfachar wants to have it. And look again, there's only W. I don't know if they have an S key on their keyboard. I don't think they have an S key on their keyboard. They go on, but they might. This is also their recipe to success from time to time. And I have to emphasize, from time to time. Look on A-Long. I'm sorry, Pavlos. I tape stealing all your time, but take a look at A-Long. It's all gone.
It's perfectly fine because, you know, Surreal have got on the information. Flashpoint won't even be good enough. Hello there, good sir. Hello there, good men. Oh, okay. Walk in front of me. I'll take care of you. Masick, though, has found himself an off-bang on. He's found himself 2 kills.
Wild.
Maybe this is doable. Maybe he's turned it around. The Nebula will deteriorate, which means he's got a better chance here. Rian's onto their back end, won't be able to do much. Gatcha's quick to react to it. Rebels have got Surreal's number and are dialing it over and over and over again.
You want to go for the checklist again, or you got it? You know,
I think I've got it,
you
mate.
got it, right?
I've got it.
Yeah. Maybe,
I think that the big green check mark at the end also fills up the entire page at this point.
Was no retake this time around.
No.
Was also no full buy, so could have been winnable. But yeah, no, Rebels are absolutely bulldozing them, man. There's no chance. Those kids are sitting back in the booster seat, and Rebels are just driving wherever they want to.
And I know you mentioned Rebels shouldn't even be in this position either way.
No.
They shouldn't be at the lower bracket. They deserve to be considered as one of the favorites in VCT promotion.
Yeah.
And now there may be a fight here. Janny with the operator will be a little bit challenged. You don't expect too much from the Surreal side, but when Massacre's blazed, you need to fear him. It should be an eco. It should be simple. It seems it will be a little bit more complicated than that. Surreal find a few players. Rukasha will be punishing them with this over-aggression. They do recover the numbers. At least they are more than their opponents are. But Alfaya has got something very elegant going on in his favor. He's got the element of surprise.
Yeah, but I think Vukash is realizing.
Yeah, he's turned around.
He does realize.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
mean
it
he
doesn't even
can't
matter.
survive. Yeah.
Ooh, he's not given a chance. Janny now, though, he's low. He's got only 43 points of health. It could be doable. The cross may come through here from Rians. They're just baiting it. They're just trying to buy time. But at this point, Rebels, they've got all the command they need. Just peek into their crosshairs in time. Double-sided peek, and Alfaya collects it. It's all down to Gatch, and he could be lining them up. Quick rendezvous out of their 33 seconds. They can reposition. They find information on Gatch, and they run away.
Where is he placing the stars? On A. He believes it's A. He believes it's A.
It's too late.
I mean, a good bid, right? Isn't it?
Oh, goodness. An eco again? Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
It's crazy.
Gatch.
It's not like I've made this stuff up.
No, you can't make this up,
It's
man.
not like I made this up. Maybe.
We're not in Hollywood. We're not even in Bollywood. They're known for their crazy movies.
Yeah.
This is even crazier than that.
I can't give you any of it. Gatch, slowed, known, spotted, identified, and on the list of the next victims. Doesn't mean it's done for him.
Let's give him a chance here. 1-on-2
well.
rendezvous. He's heard the movement, I do believe.
Yeah, but
Let's see what he can do here. Of course, he's dealing with two different angles. It's going to be a tough one. He has to pay with time. Rians peeks out. And Surreal, a thrifty round. Again.
I swear those guys.
You hear that, chat? That is Zesh's pain.
Listen to me. Those kids, those Turkish kids listen to too much Macklemore because they make it work. Listen to too much thrift shop and make the cheapest things look like it's real freaking bougie. For Christ's sake, this is another Eco Day win where they overrun their opponent. Ryan is having a breakdown due to the horrible Zeshtism, but I am not coping with this. I cannot believe it again. I pay respect for them to make it work.
It seems to be the only thing that works out for them, to be honest.
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Let's take a look.
It doesn't make sense.
Full buy. Full buy. This is a full buy. Operator, rifle, 4.8 in Alpha Harris pocket.
Will it be a smooth operator, though?
No, Carlos Sainz, you tell me.
Let's see.
Getting a bit of info.
Free fire onto the dart. Okay, Masic, first shot. That's a good opener for Surreal. They've been needing those.
Here.
But how do they handle this tempo? Looking to see if they can find another pick. Rebels already occupying this B site close by with two players. Janny, no need to rotate towards that A site because he's got that ground cleared out. Also, see long checked over and over again. They know this is where they're coming from, front line, which means Musashi is stand up. JJ's going directly for the spike plant. No messing around here. Dash away. Janny able to find himself a kill onto JJ. Vukashu also not messing around. He's looking to regress. Gravity well, looking to delay, but Musashi throwing down a shock dart to that corner. Not really going to hit onto Celeste. When will they be touching the spike though? That's when the pressure is being put onto this real side. 3-on-3. First shot from Masic misses, but they're no longer on the spike. Gatch with a quick shot onto Rians as the Nano, well, as the Nebula starts to dissipate. Cloudburst now coming through. Everyone swinging by. Janny is too darn accurate. So many heads found. Rebels make it work with yet another retake.
It's good.
Look at me. What am I supposed to do? It's a retake. It's a full buy. They got an entry. They're redefining the rules. You know, I was thinking, you know, when I saw that I'm casting Big versus Fokus, I'm like, yeah, it's all a dream, right? Yeah, I think
it's a great day today.
Yeah, I think it is really a dream because that can't be real. I mean,
yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Someone wake this guy up.
Yeah, please wake me up. And again, this time it's going to see. This time they're doing the double nanoswarm lineup, and they want to deny the opportunity of a Masic getting on site together with his teammates. You will see a smoke. Ooh. You will see two nano. Never mind, you will not see a smoke.
No, Gatch uncharacteristically misses his shot. Now Vukashi has to drop as well with Masic's aggression, and instantly the site is taken over by Surreal. This is more like it for the Turks.
You know why? No resistance in their initial push. No resistance in their initial push. That's why it works, and they make it work. They're swift. They know how to get on side with ease. Reeds is like, nah, you're not getting out of there. But Jenny wants to try. He knows behind the smoke. Someone is hiding.
No way. Johnny might be able to make it happen. 7 bullets remaining, but it's up against 3. Lynx is also helping out, but Outfire says no to both of them. And Surreal take another 7-4, 1 round remaining in the half.
I'm really not making this up. You see exactly what kind of conditions are there to make this work. No resistance in the initial push equals Surreal very good aggression. And that is what happened. Let's see what they set themselves up this time. A little bit more towards mid more toward garage, possibly a C split. We're seeing right there a lot of red dots, which could indicate how the breach ult is going to go. It looks a lot like that could be the case, that they're setting themselves up to split the site like that.
Yeah, garage control.
Let's play.
That's what they're looking for right at the start. Oh, Paranoia. Gatch caught out into the open. This time won't be dying out very quickly. Vukash is able to hold his line, but JJ holds it down for 2. Rolling Thunder will be utilized, but he just realized he's taking down both of the players. How would that work out? At least they've guaranteed it. Paranoia, and as well, using the From the Shadows to get control over the backside. They've gotten themselves most of the control, but the Rolling Thunder's coming right back at them on fire. Tour de force. JJ chiming up as well. Lynxy, all that remaining, and is not going to be accurate for more than that. Surreal keep things close at half time. 7-5.
Switching sides.
Let's see, Pavlos. Let's take a look at how that one goes, huh? Surreal. Yesterday versus Anonimo, they had to make it a 13-11. Couldn't be closer, couldn't have been tighter. That Haven game, I tell you, it was wild. That's all I'm going to say to it. It was wild, all right? That's all I'm going to give you. And the attacking side was looking all right. The defense side for Masic was even looking a little bit better. He's the man I'm always looking out for because obviously he makes a lot work. He makes a lot of work for his team, just from an individual basis, purely putting that direction. So let's take a look at the setup from Surreal. Garage, B sites, all defended. Sova towards A, as usual. Let's see how they make it work. As now, JJ finds Musashi. That's one casualty on the side of Rebels.
Here's a casualty. Surreal getting themselves on top right at the start, but it's Rebels this time to be proactive. And we know of them when they're on the attacking side. They thrive with tempo control. And it seems they'll put a pause to their initial play, double backing and routing their efforts towards the B site. Jani will be the first entry, as most often, somehow survives the bullet to the head. Rians, though, has got an off angle. He's run away with 2, and he's not even stopped yet. He may even want to go in for more, as the rest of them look to entertain the idea of aggressing onto Vukacha here, but they don't need to do that. The pressure is all onto Rebels right now. Faultline not really helping him out there too much. The rest look to clean up a flawless pistol round to go to the Surreal's way.
Well, there we go. There we are. And there we see ourselves with 5-6. Breathe, Pavlos, breathe. Do me the favor, man. Take it in, take it out. It's all gonna be good, my man. It's all gonna be good. Life's good. As Drake already said.
Spike down, B.
So let's witness. Rebels on the attacking side. Last time around versus SMB, dominated it quite decently. Only let SMB get free overall.
This is the fairy tale story everyone's been hearing as a child, right? Get that pistol, close out the cup early. It's just a broken record at this point. But you know what's not a broken record?
Tell me.
Surreal's madness.
True.
It's random. It's crazy.
What fascinates me the most is actually Rebels in a long stretch, right? Rebels is not good with attacking entries, but their attacking sides are still, statistically speaking, quite decent. So it's remarkable what they can do as a team. Let's see what they can do as a team in an eco.
Oh, okay. They line things up here. Vukacha, only good for 1. You say what they're going to do with an eco. You say that there's a possibility they can do something about it. Okay, there's a backstab coming through, but I think he's also been spotted out here. Musashi won't be too much of a surprise as it has been started by Gillette. So it's equalized, man. 7-7. Surreal keep it even. Let's see how this one goes. This is similar to Icebox, by the way.
You say that. You say that. I just wanted to remind you of buy rounds and their success on it.
I also want to remind the viewers also.
Tell me.
This is a very important match.
Oh,
you
yeah,
lose
it
this,
is.
you can no longer contend for VCT promotion. You're out. You're on the lower bracket.
Oh, and we do definitely have 2 teams that have totally different storylines. Everybody, if you would have just right now seen this, maybe on your VLR or something, you'd be like, Rebels 2, oh, can I get out of here? But it doesn't look like that at all right now. Surreal are delivering a fight, as they have done this entire tournament. Nobody expected them to potentially even go that far, but here they are.
Yeah, Surreal look to show instances of aggressing early on. Well, the Aldron will spot them out, and Rebels will definitely second guess themselves. I'm sure that has spotted a couple of players, so don't really want to go into a heavy, dedicated site so quickly. But what Rebels, in contrast to Surreal, are able to do is slow that tempo down. Kind of go for a fake, play around Surreal's feelings and hopes. But Surreal don't care about that. They're playing their own game right now. They don't care about mind games.
Nope, not the slightest, man. Not one bit.
Slowly approaching now towards this A site. Surreal still hold strong with his short position. There's a one-sided smoke that could help them out. Aftershock coming forth as well. They know they're nearby. Fault line, they find their way onto the back of the site, but Rians is able to control it. Gillette as well. That's why Surreal was so confident in holding this line. Vukacha blinded out. Can't find the rest of the kills. Musashi trying to punish them though, but the damage has been done. Rebels all of a sudden are up against 4 players when they're just 2 themselves. It's just too damn tough. They're walking into the Lions' death, and they will have their heads ripped apart by the Lions. Surreal. They're showing Rebels how it's done right now.
They do. I'm with you. Still a little bit surprised, to be honest, that worked that well. But seemingly, you know, it looked like the Aftershock could get Surreal out of the server with ease, but Rebels struggle. Surreal do everything right. Frying department works. Masic on 15 kills. Same goes for Rokashu, who's actually a little lackluster on an individual basis today, but that's fine. He did decent over there on Icebox. So let's witness what they will do with Garage, because this is what they're setting themselves up to. Masic is ready with that. Masic is absolutely just holding exactly that line.
Here.
And he hears all the steps. If he survives is a big question. He's dead. And unfortunately, that one turns out to be quite disastrous.
It does. No real kill found there really for them, but Gillespie might be turning it around here.
Oh, no way. No way. No
Musashi
way.
bouncing back from it. This was an eco from Rebels, and we may be seeing history repeats itself. Man. Rians, they know where he is. He just threw down a recon ball. He's going to spray across. Oh, Vikash nearly walked into it.
Look at the HP though, Brian.
They're so low.
That's not looking good. Oh, he's getting tagged.
Yeah,
Musashi.
Rians is also damaged up.
Oh,
no!
What?
He flukes his shots, and Musashi will take care of him.
Oh, man.
Equalized once again, Zesh. What are we seeing? What are we seeing?
From bad to worse? How does that happen? Such a spirited peak. Riens taking it all in, and all that happens is a whiff. It's not like he's inept or something. He can't do that. But sometimes you just have a bad day. A full buy.
This is the lower bracket, Zest.
I know. I was doing research for this game, so I kind of know.
You win this game and you win the next one against Big. You qualify to VCT.
Yeah.
You qualify to challenges.
Yeah.
This should be the top line of play.
It's kind of confusing, isn't it? It's a little weird.
I'm so confused.
Just like some... No. No. I'm not good.
Okay.
All right.
It's a buy round.
It is a buy round.
Early aggression now towards
He
Garage,
tagged
looking
him.
to find that first kill. Gillespie will be able to make it out. TP coming fourth, but they don't go for that space. Instead, they maybe turn their attention towards mid.
Oy. Yeah. Well, Kashu is playing with fire, and he definitely burns. Rebels in front of Garage didn't take much information at all as Alfajera moved over. Yep, he realizes what's up. So what opportunities exist? Well, the seaside would be quite open, but they don't know. And Alfajera knows exactly how to split such a head. And this brings us down to 30 seconds. Rians has still his ult. He can deny the plants.
now. Yeah, well, they're getting onto the site. Rebels, of course, will be getting themselves a spike down, as you do say. They gain that space very, very early on.
Jenny's there.
Updraft away, but he drops below. Pre-fire for an Alfire. He fancies this. Shock darts do come in a little bit too late, but look how aggressive they are, and it seems Surreal expect it. They're reading into them. Now,
do.
who is reading who? Who's in open book now? But Lynxy is mad. He wants blood. They come after him. They may be lining up for him, but no. Double-sided peak will just be too much for him to handle, and Surreal regain control over these reins. They put their hands on the steering wheel and put Rebels back onto the back seat.
Great thing we're talking about driving, huh? No. Obviously not. It feels sloppy. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna lie for you. It feels very sloppy. What I'm witnessing right now feels very sloppy. So, with Rebels taking a timeout, let's take a look at how it went and how it didn't go. So, a fast garage push, for example, in the previous round, we would have had this force soldier situation. Yeah, it was fine. But after that, not much more happened. So, that garage go seemed to be quick and fast, and Surreal not really dealing with it. And previously, and afterwards, they were like, I will rather play a bit more safe. I would rather play a bit more careful. It makes sense because most of EMEA teams are not like Turkey. It is unique. How Surreal plays is, in my eyes, unique. It is one of a kind, and it throws a lot of people and a lot of teams off, which is good. You're winning. That's the only thing that matters. For now, though, I'm just curious how they are going to adapt to it, because there's the option of constantly pushing. Is that really what you want to do? I don't know. Surreal have firepower. That's not necessarily working. How do you want to approach your ghost? Well, they tried a bit of A, got for A long, but A short, everybody was ready. So they had a good plan to that. Let's see what Rebels delivers. Because for now, it all looks like A. Mixed by. No real good weapons. Jenny's going to put out his daggers for certain. They're going fast. It looks like they're going fast, at least.
Yeah, double fault line on both ends, right? That's going to delay any kind of aggression from both of the sides. Hunter's Fury is actually used very, very early. Might be finding a tag.
Nope.
Not a single one.
Not a single one. 3 players, by the way, still in A. Making it 4. Just making that 4 right now.
But they do back out also.
Yeah, well, they probably
They know there's a rolling thunder.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's probably what they're waiting for.
I also the Killjoy ult. Both come in very handy.
Yeah. And
take
Janet
something
can
like
also
a-
use his ult to rush through after the rolling thunder himself. So
True.
it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And they know the game plan could be fairly simple here. And it all starts off with the Al drone. Imagine if they take the site without even using that ultimate, though. Because then they can have it. They can control it in the afterplant.
Yeah.
And that just levels up their play substantially.
Oh, that's big damage on Gatch. Get out of there. Fukashi to save. That's not nice. It's a 5v5 retake. Can I just say that? It's a 5v5 retake we have.
Rebels have a decision to make here. Lockdown will be used to delay this push, but it seems Surreal aren't wants to slow down at all. Linksy made the decision to play that far end angle and focus on using the Rolling Thunder to give his team this victory. Yes, he has a pistol. Yes, the long distances are not going to be difficult, but Gatch is trusted in holding this off early. Rolling Thunder used very, very early, but it's used from both sides as well. One after the other. Bukashu onto the back end. They've got a crossfire to work with, but the time is being delayed. Touch of the spike. Peekaboo from Musashi. That's 2 kills, and now he's back into safety. Looking to recover. Lynx is still alive. He's being pursued, and he even makes the frenzy work. On fire. Won't be able to survive. Won't have time to defuse. Rebels make that round work and make the recovery happen.
Oh, for a second, I was very worried that we're not going to see too many players survive with the rifles in hand, but they did.
Does anyone have myths?
I actually saw for a second that Mizashi's going to use his ult, but way too much out in the open, so they even have that one saved. Remarkable performance from him. As though this game he has been fairly silent. In what a fashion. I mean, Surreal understood what was the case. Surreal understood what was the case. Players were rotating off. And they got on the side quite easily. The story goes on, just waiting for both rolling thunders to make the difference. Both didn't. Immediately triggered one after another. Let's take a look at it. As Rebels change their position, Surreal clear out A. They know it's about C now.
I'll fire into the corner. He's been spotted. Updraft away. Dash in. JJ gets one
Ridiculous.
quickly enough. Saves his teammate's life. Okay. Rendezvous away. Surreal now gained the advantage. Rebels try to play aggressive here. Try to play a Surreal type of play style. But it just doesn't work out early. They do find some site control. They can get the spike down. But 3v5 ain't going to be easy.
You know, Rebels are good at fast C executes. It's not like that, but it feels like we're playing the Surreal game, and Surreal is like very good at their Surreal game. But the timing!
Oh, from the shadows, not right at the right time.
no.
Musashi able to punish 2, and now this is doable. Oh, but careful of your sideline. Off fires there to deliver. Bagachi has to deal with 2 there. Finds 2 kills. They line up for
He has
him
no idea.
perfectly, but he has no clue. Massacre
clue.
behind him, but the audio cue has just been given out.
There, you know, smoke has been landing, and they just tried to approach it.
Gachi onto the side, but Masik swings out, finds the
Good
head,
job.
and saves the round for Surreal.
They want to get swiftly on the site, but they're not letting you. They're not letting you. And so, on the left hand, it felt like it could have been an aftershock coming in to force that player out, but Musashi once more performing wonders, or close to wonders. He didn't expect another player to be window, but it seems like they forgot about the chamber. That was a little weird, I'll tell you that, but they probably thought he's up CT. It leaves me with just, I don't know, wow face emoji or whatever. I'm speechless. Again, this game keeps on delivering. It's going back and forth. Surreal is in the lead versus Rebels. Yeah, it's their pick. Fair play. Fair play. But still, I would have not believed that we're going that direction. So they set themselves up more towards the A side. A lot of room taken at that direction. Would have an Astra ult as well if they want to get close.
This is a rematch, right? Rebels have already shown Surreal who's boss, but
No
this
way,
time
no
around, they're
way.
making it work with Spectres. This round could equalize the whole scoreline. The A site can be taken over. This is just a spectacle.
What?
But Celeste and Masik have turned it back around. You get 2 kills, we'll get 2 kills.
I'm a little confused by the ults. I just don't get it yet, but you know, that's not the topic. A retake's on for Surreal.
Masik on top already. He's got his sights on it, waiting for his team.
God.
Could have had the opportunity if the dark cover would have gone in that instance. He's so looking forward to this, but look, 2 players nestled into hell. Gillespie looking to regress flashpoint, they're looking to push by. Oh, but Gillespie finds it, they know where the other player is. Vukashu showing his ground towards short side now onto the site. He's able to find one, he's able to find another. Musashi want to swing by, which means Alfayu's all by himself. He's only got his ultimate available, he's only got his gun. Spectre onto the other hand, but he has to drop away here.
He's so smart.
To use
He's so
the tour de force to eliminate the bot, and all Vukashu has to do is back away, keep him occupied. He knows he's got the nano swarm. He knows he's got the timing.
Oh my god, it felt for a second like he would have pulled through.
Oh, it's crazy.
Rebels stun it, and Vukashu proves that he's not just an aimer. All he has to do, and a mistake that you sometimes even find at pro level, is taking a fight that wasn't needed. He's like, I'm out of here. Nano swarm set, alarm bot's annoying. Okay, I got you, mate. Surreal, man, they are in a tough spot, but actually same goes for Rebels. The question though is how to avoid Masic. As easy as it sounds, the man's leading the board for a reason. And if he once more gonna go A, it's the same issue that just might occur.
We really are seeing signs of desperation here, Zesht. We really are.
Just telling you it's an eco, by the way, a force. It's just telling you their sheriffs.
Man, we've seen so many of these.
I mean,
we've seen so many of these.
If this is working.
Cutting force calibrated.
They place their players to the 2 extremities.
No,
Vukashu, he's
right?
being No. Zesht, I'm scared.
No.
This has happened too many times.
Absolutely not happening.
Okay. Well, if you tell me
Right.
that's the case, right? Question mark,
Pushing
and
A.
another question mark.
Pushing
Okay.
A, by the way.
Well, they've already saw a player pushing. Do they expect he was alone? I think JLS was also
He's
damaged
dead.
up. They're going to check the corner.
Yeah, he did a good approach. He wants to fake it out as much as possible.
Yeah, I want to go for trigger discipline play there, but Gatch is also there as a mix-up, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I will just speak by at this point. We didn't spot out anyone, therefore you will check his right side. Again.
There's an alarm bot, though. Hey, and he knows.
And he knows.
He knows.
Goodbye, Surreal.
Well, are you sure? I don't want to say it yet. I
Yeah,
do
I'm
say
pretty
it.
sure.
Okay, no, I agree. Yeah, no, agreed.
It's actually a flawless round. I think it's the first time we've seen a round being so easy for
No
a team
HP
with better
lost.
weapons.
No
Yeah, no
HP
HP lost
lost
either.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. What a
Wow.
treat.
What? No, that was possible in Valorant. Didn't
Not
know
in this
that.
game.
Is that working?
Oh, it's crazy to me, Zesht. And the pressure is on Surreal right now, right?
True.
Because they're down a map. This is their own map pick. This is the only way they can stay in VCT promotion.
And this is the last remaining Turkish team in this promotion tournament. We still got BBL, but they started with 2 this year to be represented in VCT, and they make it 1. CIS didn't lose anyone. Turkey loses 1. That's at least what it looks like for now. Musashi and Co. run on B. Oh,
Looking
no.
across
No,
forwards,
why?
rolling thunder, used very, very early. Yeah, that will delay, sure.
Actually, maybe they just wanted to... Maybe just want to bamboozle exactly that and expected the smoke from Omen to come in like that. There's no more rolling thunder. Nobody can hold them up really in the plant.
Quick little beat coming their way. Gillespie has to back away, and he's been spotted with his TP. They back away completely.
Yep, they do.
Backtrack from that.
And Surreal doesn't feel like pushing A anymore. First of all, probably because there is the gravitas of this round. 12 for Rebels could be possible. And secondly, you saw how annoying Gatch was. They have flank control, so why flank either?
Oh, Masic is going to go for a pixel play here.
And he does
Grand
make it work.
opportunity to take out Jani, and that is Surreal now on top, and numbers rolling thunder expended for them to cross forwards onto the site, and that they will be able to do. No one affected by it, which means they need to smoke off these entries if they don't want to get damaged by it. Looking to get that spike down, but the shock darts will delay them. Okay, Rebels, they lost a player, but it's still a 5 versus 4 retake, and Surreal don't really have ultimates to work with. They have to get this down with just brute force action. Aftershock onto the back end. Musashi will be able to shut down Masic. The rest of them fall like flies, slapped up against the walls. Rebels on map point, on series points.
My God, that was an absolute meat grinder. And you know, I was already fascinated by Lynxy because he could have been the man that messed it all up. He had a rolling thunder on the site. But then next up, he stunned the CT entrance. And as he stunned the CT entrance, this is where Macy could have gotten a second kill, but was denied. Those tiny details deny operator players so much. And that's what he has just done right there. It's a real timeout. 12 to 10, and all the work of your Valorant regional leagues is on the line. All those hours you've put into practice, all those overtimes that you have played and sweat through, they're now coming in.
short recap of Rebels' journey so far.
Go ahead.
Last qualifying to playoffs and won every single best of 5 after that. Amazing run.
Yep.
And after that, everybody considered, okay, these guys are the top dogs. These
They're
guys
good, yeah.
should be making it. Yeah, it's either them or probably, I don't know, in my eyes, Northern Europe, right? That didn't happen. They completely obliterated their group, the group of death. They had a surprising loss as well. But now, with the map ahead, this is their chance.
It is their chance.
They win this game and they play up against Big for a
Yep.
chance to qualify to VCT
I need a
challenges.
drop.
That's going to be a banger again.
I need a drop.
That's going to be a banger once more. But you know what's going to be banging? This round. Absolute nail biter it's going to be. No operator on the Masic. I think that's very much to highlight. And so, Rebels set them up a little bit slower. No early A aggression. But that is Surreal doing it totally different. They want to go for it. They want to hunt.
They do what they want to do, what they do best, right? Play on the up and
my
coming
goodness.
aggression. Looking to push through
What?
here. JJ may have an opportunity looking for the head. He is able to find it, but it's not enough damage. Masashi will be able to bounce back himself. So Rebels now with the advantage. What a swing bar fire.
Goodness.
Equals the playing field. And now Surreal back away from it. Try and reconfigure where's the best place they put their players in.
I'm sure they would have wished.
He's going for more.
He's going for more.
Rendezvous away and he's back into safety. Surreal have the
way.
numbers.
I understood what they've done, but will they expect jailers? No,
No way, right?
Nah, no way, right? There's a Sova down short. No way, right? No, no way, right? It probably is not going to be the case, but will they even attack it? Musashi.
Is that a barrel? No, he didn't spot him.
Spectre is short. The Spectre.
Oh, close angle for Masashi, spotting out Gilles there, and now it's down to equal ground. Alfaya. Oh, he nearly didn't check his right side in time there because Gachi fancied a swing.
30 seconds, Pavlos. There's not much time. One mistake, one slip up, and Surreal will get the 11th. And there's
Maybe
still a
Mike-
trap on C Long.
They're making the right call there because C-Long is open though, right? Yeah, they'll get spotted, but he might come in too late. That's what they need.
20.
Rebels.
It's taken. The clock is ticking. That thing has to be destroyed. It is destroyed.
The
Alpha
pressure
Fair.
is on
It is on.
site.
He's taking the fight. He's
Spike
taking the
down,
fight.
but Alfaya is able to take the first kill in. Looks to move in, and the rest of his team hasn't even arrived yet. The ball's on this man. Linksy looking to swing
Unbelievable.
by. Look how long
No,
Musashi.
only
Won't be
him.
able to hold on. It's all down to him.
He can't
Swinging
do that.
out. Headshot onto one, but it's not good enough for the rest. Surreal recover. They've got another chance to hold on.
And you know what? I love Surreal for this play. I'll tell you like that. First second, looks weird. Second, smarty pants. Because Surreal, what they're doing is they're not giving up a big victim, right? They were considering to get an entry. Surely they only traded. That's all right for me. Fine, whatever. But what they've done is they made so much noise towards mid. And try clearing mid when you are back caught towards your spawn. You saw the shock darts being involved close to the window. You saw them checking all the boxes. Everything like that cost you time, and damn, that cost them time. And that is what Surreal got them down to Rebels having pressure. 30 seconds on the clock. Sure, it's 12-11, and we have a technical pause. What other universe is this? Huh? What else am I going to see? Masic just playing pistols and winning a force, or what? I'm speechless. And the one time they've done something significantly different. Pushing mid is not a very common thing to do, and especially in that fashion in a buy round when
Absolutely.
it is 12-10. And it's a bit of a coin flip, right? Maybe we're going to be
Alfaya was
shot down.
moving in and out of battle so swiftly, man.
He's really good. Sounds simple, but he's really good. I like his chamber. It's a solid approach that he has.
All down to the wire. Looking at the ultimates here, Rebels have 3 very impactful ones. Well, actually, it's 2. I can't count, apparently. Musashi, Hunter's Fury, Lockdown. Beautiful ults when it comes to those retakes. But they're on the attacking side now. So now they need to figure out how do they balance this. Do they go for this early full-on commit? Do they try and force it out? Surreal doesn't seem that they're allowing Rebels to play their own game.
Oh yeah, and you know, in this on Haven, their attack side is a good chunk worse. A good chunk by saying it's still actually fairly positive. It's 59% win rate on attack compared to 77 off defense. So, yep, it's time to be worried, Pavlos. It's time to be scared. It's time to see an overtime coming over there on the horizon. And it's closing in for Surreal. I would love to hear the team speak. I would love to hear the voice comms of Surreal at that point. I would love to hear exactly that.
Yeah,
But you know what?
no, for
We're
sure.
not gonna. We're not gonna hear it.
It's really interesting at this point, man, because Rebels, they've gone a long way. Right now, they're on map point, they're on serious point. They could be facing up against Big tomorrow for a chance, right, to qualify to what they've been fighting for this entire year, VCT EMEA challenges, right? But Surreal are in a more pressured spot. They're the ones at the back foot. They're the ones with a map down. And man, there's no way up back after this. This is a lower bracket. This is crunch time.
It is crunch time. To say it in the words of some famous Brits, it's squeaky bum time.
Yep.
I think that's what some say. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But, you know, it leaves us with a 12-11. It leaves us with a Surreal winning the weirdest battles. You got to say it like that. They're winning the weirdest battles. They're winning the weirdest fights. And Rebels, surprisingly scrappy. I would really love, if they win, I'd love to have the question on what did you think of that Haven defense, the entire Haven game versus Surreal? Because it seems weird. It seems odd. It seems like, it's like a puzzle, but the pieces don't fit. But it still is a picture. Great analogy, right? But
it still makes up of a picture, right? It works at the end of the day. It's brute force. It's quite literally is a brute force tactic for
it's
them.
a crowbar just being slammed on the little notch of a door. And they're pushing and pushing and pushing and being like, can we open this thing?
I'm pretty sure that's a horror movie.
I think you're mixing up with an axe, and my name's not Jackie. But you know what? Stepping away from it. Getting away from that. As you mentioned, it feels a lot like brute force with the right dashes of correct approaches in it. It's not like Surreal just going purely for aim duels. Sure, it is what they heavily rely on, but you see them having the right kind of flanks from time to time. You see them having the right kind of lurks from time to time. And specifically this round previous showed me that they have the right kind of reads. Going into that aggressive stance in middle, have those balls, man. Have those balls to be either be seen as an absolutely throwing team or make it work because you get your opponent absolutely paranoid. And that's what they've done. They really got the paranoid, got to check all of it because their attention was all down mid. How often did they flank on A long, for example? That happened a few times. You know, the story goes on and on. So
yeah. Well, folks, I think we've got an update for you. I think this entire time that we've been waiting, there's a reason behind it. Apparently, players in the game have reported a bug. Now, officials are looking into that matter and are kind of investigating what is going on. So we're looking at them to take some time for them to actually realize what's going on, figure it all out. But we'll be back very shortly. We're going to a small break until everything is sorted out, but we'll be back soon. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a bit.
have just joined us, like X-Warrior made you aware, there has been a slight technical pause within the game. We have had some sort of bug reported from one of the teams, so we're just having our, admins and stuff look into that to make sure everything is resolved. So for now, you have to put up with myself, Ryan, and Moxie on the desk once more. And so far, Ryan, we have already seen a very, very close haven indeed. It's a real flip-floppy affair. It's you take a round, I take a round. This could really, really go to overtime if we're being serious.
Yeah, it sort of depends on how that last round goes, of course. But I think for Rebels, they did well with the first half, certainly trading rounds, like you said. But they pulled a nice little lead. But it just seems to be something about Surreal on these maps. They tend to really claw it back, make it scrappy. And I think it's really brought the best out of both sides. It's not the cleanest Valorant, to say the very least. But what it is both these teams throwing everything they have at a Challengers qualifying spot, right? So we really get a nice tense matchup. I can't remember what was the sign that Mel kept putting in our faces on Fracture? Stakes are high. That's kind of how it feels here.
It's the same for Icebox too. Kept finding all of the signs being like danger and everything, but there definitely was danger, right, when Rebels were on the defense. Because that Asher and the Killjoy together, it was just so hard to break, and you could see that Surreal was struggling. But as soon as the side swap came through, they didn't have to worry about running into the gauntlet that was all of that utility packed into their face before they got onto these sides. Now they're the ones who can really start trying to punish hesitation and play that long clock. So that when you do only have 30 seconds left, you have to rush onto the site. You don't get the time to clear as often as you would like. And as well as that, you don't get the time to be able to take up those post-plant positions and cut them off when they go for the retake.
I feel like both teams here, guys, have probably had the potential and the chance to win this map at some point, but we are going to head straight back into the game now. The issue has been resolved. X, Zesht, I hope your hearts are good, because I don't know which way this way is going to go.
And we're into the action. Rebels versus Surreal. One round could make the whole difference, right? One round could take Rebels up against Big for a fight for VCT challenges. But one round could take Surreal back home.
Who would have expected that we had to go into a break, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that just on the last final goddamn round, we gotta decide to go for it? Of course it is, right? 12-11. And overtime, just millimeters away. And if we're going that far, that's a different question, isn't it? The game's live and the stakes are once more high. Less talking, more doing. That's the motto of the night, isn't it? And as that motto goes on and on, Surreal gotta be doing a lot. Because, winning this map would not be enough to make it. There would still be another one right here. And Rebels, just a single round that separates them from the next and final stage to get into VCT.
Well, we've got an announcement for you guys. There was no bug found, therefore we will resume as normal. But Surreal looking to play aggressive here, quickly taking back the Hunter Suri. What an explosive start to this round. Maybe looking at an OT here, but Musashi will hold it back. A 2-on-3 is very much doable, but the spike is in the middle of the open. They've already pushed up. Look at that.
You say look at that, and I am looking very vividly at that. It's just getting more and more crazy. The spike still has to be picked, but no flank, no lurk. They just focus on it. Just hold that spike. Not much more to do.
Yeah, Gillespie just TP to the other side, making sure they've got an extra angle to work with. This is just the perfect scenario for Surreal.
But Vokashu has an ult, technically. He could force him off. He's just exactly doing so. He's forcing them off. He's getting the spike for certain.
And he's got to know all three players are nearby, right? As soon as they get the spike, they want to look away. Oh, Afaya, has he found a corner? He's found a corner that he's not affected, and he runs away with a kill. That is perfect for Surreal. Vokashu has to go for a trade there, has to go for a kill. Desperate endeavor for him, and it will not pay off. We're looking at overtime.
Switching sides. Overtime.
How crazy do you want your last round to be? Yes. That was basically number 24. Heading into overtime. As there's a lot on the line for this still, right? We were joking around and you're doing this and such a ballsy move and so on and so on. But if it's time to be ballsy, if it's time to be unorthodox, if it's time to do something absolutely different, it is now. When your survival is on the line, it's time to do something a little different. And you know what would be different, or what would be very odd, would be Surreal doing a classic default on their attacking site. Standing in front of the gates of C. And they will be damn ready for it. They will be damn ready for it. You even see right now, Lynxie's already in garage to potentially slow or flash out of that position. And here we go. The Express arrives.
We know how this one works out. We know how lovely they love to regress like this. But Gatch has only just been spotted. Somehow still alive. Somehow pulling damage. Lynxy finding 2 kills, but the rest of his teammates have just disappeared.
Oh my goodness, it was suddenly Gatch missing that somebody was still on site. He missed that jet. And that brings us on. Spike planted. And if somebody is there to hold the pen and to write their own story in the history books, name's Jenny.
What can you do here, Jenny?
What you got for us? JJ has an ult, by the way. Just putting that one out, right?
So
Rolling Thunder
difficult.
is...
Yeah, it's impossible at this point.
They're not showing. The smartest move, Surreal, is doing everything right in this. It's not. It's done. That round is done. It should be.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
there we go.
at least we'll try to defuse. It's just this touch, baiting out the Rolling Thunder, getting to the backside of it. Yeah, fully effective.
For Christ's
Spotline as
sake.
well, dash as well into safety. Aftershock going after him. There's no way you could have hit that. Absolutely no way. And now Surreal are on map points. A round away from taking us to a decider, Zest.
Match point.
You know what? If I would have had a wish, I would have wished the Rebels are stacking 5 players in C, and just consider to play everything else after, in after plant, in a more likely retake, because that's what they're really good at. Seaside defending, not so good at. But you know what? I'm just fooling around. Surreal taking it in wonderful fashion, as usual, right? It's not like they've done anything crazy or anything out of the ordinary. Seaside push with all the utility. Surreal right now probably calling the stun on the minimap. I'd really like to know what Rebels right now try to come up with. Because let's be real, do you think Surreal seems any predictable? Not to me. Now, I mean, surely they have a certain approach. Jet always mostly towards A. There's Breach who's rotating around. Chamber plays C. Yeah, you have those rough ideas. But outside of that, nah, no way, man. No way,
No
man.
way.
No way.
One timeout after the other. The Rebels' turn to take a kind of sigh of relief, really. Trying to take some extra breaths of air in.
Is it
Make
really?
sure oxygen is going through their veins because, man, this has got to be tight for them. This has got to be so stressful.
It's stressful, after a quick 2-0 with Big and Focus, it felt like, all right,
Should be simple, right? Not
could be
really.
done by 8.
No, well, think again. I think Surreal want another piece of this pie, and I think they know how to do it. Defense, of course, it's all down to Rebels to be proactive, and we're seeing a C execute once again. Everybody lining up here, everybody looking to push through. This Aftershock won't have any
Finally.
effect because they're looking to hold back onto this back site. One side of smoke, though, from the defending side may be enough to hold them back. Paranoia as well. That's going to keep them out into the open for a little bit longer, but the fault line
Look how
will
many
allow them to
players.
push forward. Gilles onto the backside.
That's
Janny
good.
pushing through, hasn't spotted out the player beneath him, which means JJ has a great chance to push forwards. Gatch will be bouncing back, though. C control in the hands of Rebels as Surreal group up to go for this retake.
Goodness. They made it onto the site. That's what matter. And now it is one more round for Surreal to retake. It seems impossible. Masick is the one that can turn the impossible possible. But it will be a one-of-a-kind play if he does so. A one-of-a-kind
JJ.
play.
He just walked in alone without his teammates being close by.
It's not happening, is it?
4v2, it's near impossible,
goodness.
Zest.
It should be.
Oh, Link seat there, he knows where Masick is. It's just a single swing.
Oh,
The
no.
first shot misses, and
There you go.
Cashew just joins in from afar. Okay, Masick, find some damage, mate. See what you can do. Going for a fake flash with your pistol. Draws out the frenzy, gets another, but it's
No,
all...
right?
All that matters is
No,
around,
right?
Zest. All that matters is around, and he does not have time to defuse that spike. He simply does not have that capability, which means Rebels, hold on. We're going to a second round of OT.
Switching sides.
Oy, oy, oy.
Time.
Overtime. Yep, overtime. Overtime it is. And with such an overtime, with 13-13 being the case, we're back to the drawing board. Surreal this time taking a timeout. Kind of curious what they are thinking about. Seaside pushes work wonders. And this is the classic thing, right? They're not gonna go C again. That would be stupid. C? No. Done it 10 times, also in the overtime. No way, man.
Look at them go see again.
That's the thing. I see it.
You see it.
But it probably not. I mean, Okay, let's talk about winning conditions here. What's kind of bothering? What's kind of sad? Well, what is kind of sad is Jenny's performance so far. That makes me sad.
Hasn't been enabled, really, has he? It's all been Mazic's story so far.
It has been Mazic's stories. You say it, right? And you know, it seems like he's not a map he's too comfortable on. Also, if you remember correctly, Yugi, for example, from Fokus, is not too comfortable on Haven either. Right? That's what he said. It's not my interpretation. So it seems like Jets from time to time don't like this map too much. It is what it is, I would say. But he's just not having his game. This is a very unusual. That is a very unusual Jenny performance. This brings us to the point where they just placed the mirror. No way. Look how many players are standing close to Garage B or C, and look look which direction they take. You got to
crazy.
You have to be kidding me.
Well, I mean, it's the gamble, right?
It is. But
More
it makes
often than
sense
not,
with
they head towards the C
Surreal.
site. Exactly right. Their retakes have been working out perfectly. So even if it is the A site position to be taken over, they'll have a good chance. Well respected though. Minimal utility expended on the Surreal side to gain the site. Shocked that will delay. Not quite in time. Yeah, a little bit too late. Fault line. They're delaying it a lot, but that means they don't have a fault line available to push through again. They're actually aggressing right away.
Yeah.
Are they not?
Oh, look at mid. Look at mid. There's still a lurk coming, but they know.
How soon will it come though? Janny looks to aggress here, looks to push onto the site. How fast can he find the side angle? Musashi as well looks to chime in. Linksy, but look at this caveat. It's a fly onto the backline, hasn't spotted out
Not
the
him,
Cosmos
right?
of Gatch, and that means Vukashu will be peeking every one of the final 2 players left. And Rebels, now it's their time to be on map point again.
We're initially gambling on the wrong side. Oh, they're mad. They're furious. Consider to defend C with full manpower. The entire squad standing ready. And suddenly it was all the other side. Surreal, funny-wise, losing. It's kind of funny, losing a retake again. Oh, goodness. And there it comes. Rebels doing the same tactic. And it looks for me a lot like Surreal doing the same like they've done in round 23, if I'm correctly. Push down mid with the majority of the players. And that could work again. They deny that. Oh, yeah.
It's just so entertaining.
It's
seeing 2
ridiculous.
fault lines from
Please,
both
just go A.
camps, just making it mid. Okay.
Please go A.
Everybody's pushing mid here from Surreal.
Go A.
Rebels, what do you do? They're sticking around, man. Oh, and Masic finds a pre-fire. No freaking way.
I mean, there were
Rebels on the back foot.
Listen, there were 2 people shooting at the turret. That's an indicator that minimum 2 people pushed down mid. From previous experiences. And also, Chambers playing C. With a trap in front of C. But that push, Pavlos. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Surreals are going for it again,
Oh,
but from a different
goodness.
front, and people have their knives out. Will it come out in time? But Vukashu and Lixie are quick enough. They've turned it around now, and now's a grand opportunity to take this round home, take this series home, and see if they can knock Surreal out. Keep the VRL of Spain hopes alive. Can they do it?
hell
Masic
no.
through the box, catching off guard. But Gillette's coming through. Backstab underway. Surreal, hold on. We're going for another round of overtime.
Switching sides.
It doesn't stop. This is the internal game, isn't it? Masic, in the meantime, went on 31 kills. Where does this go to an end? And why is this my personal Panpoc moment?
We're seeing that again. Look, this is ridiculous, right? Masic is just
It's so
taking
smart.
so much attention in this direction, and no one has the confidence of looking behind them because they know there's impending doom coming from backside. But little do they know, Gillespie was just there. Simple enough. Lines up his shots and presses mouse 1. Early aggression, though. They're doing fault lines again. They're so well timed.
Are you kidding me?
JJ and Linksy are synced, I swear.
Yeah, they are synced, but take a look at it. They do one change, and that is a nano swarm. It's directly on site now. They do not want to even let them. they do not even want to deny. They just want to deny the plant. With Gatch doing that, they deny a lot initially.
So much space gathered over now from Rebels, and look again, every single one of these players are just around the C and B area. And everywhere in between. Paranoia, okay. Janny is all by himself. Can he get caught off guard? Is Gatch going to come into play quick enough? Janny finds a
good.
headshot.
That's
Gatch
good.
as well. Everybody is chiming in for these kills. Reens looks to hold on for just a little longer, but Rebels take control. Map point. Series point yet again.
Again, you say it. That is
Third
it.
time,
Again,
Zest.
third
time.
And it's a charm, right? Is it? Or isn't it? I don't know anymore what is the charm for this. But what I do definitely know is that they're setting themselves up for Garage. This time, Surreal's not doing the same. Though you see the majority of players being close to that Garage position, right? They are being close. This game is, by the way, going over 1 hour and 10 minutes by now. Just keeping you updated on that. So instead of all of it, deciding to go C, where a chamber awaits them. Where a chamber awaits them, not again!
Rendezvous away, and
Not
he's able to find a shot. Massic and on fire, take him down, but Lynxy hasn't got enough of it yet. He's lost all his teammates, but they need to bounce back. They don't want another overtime, do they? But Surreal, they're composed now. They've done what is required. They just call out, pause. Guys, stay back. Let Rebels fall into our crosshairs now, because this is our round. We can take it onwards once again. But Gatch has got an opposite idea here. He's got an idea that he wants to bring it back for his team, and so does Lynxy. Moving up, aggressing, they need to infiltrate the enemy's camp. Fault line across, Gatch is caught into it. After the shock, he's up close. How do you expect him being so close? They couldn't even line up for him, but the off angle there from Gillespie is able to catch him off guard. Lynxy finds another headshot, but he gets Phantom Syndrome by not getting the kill. Surreal, hold on. Man, this game is taking on.
Switching sides.
I cannot believe it. I mean, honestly, where does this end? Am I watching Fnatic Mac or something? You know, I'm usually not trying to be very critical about things, but one thing I genuinely do not get is the approach to continuously going C. It didn't work time and time again. Even in buy rounds, it didn't work. In regular playtime, it didn't work time and time again. And so, it feels a lot. It feels a lot to me right now here that it has to be a change coming, but they don't change their Garage pushes, right? The double nano swarm on C side is interesting for me, Pavla, still, but that's the one piece where I want to see if they get a kill, because if you also get a stun in that position, that could have been a good kill, but I think none of that is happening for the moment. Standing in front of the gates of B, Mizashi didn't gain too much information with his start. Where's the end? Where's the pause button? Where's the stop button?
Defenses of Rebels so far have been pretty darn good. So if they don't win this round, they'll be in a very difficult spot. They cannot depend on the attacking side to move it on.
Look how far Mizashi is. He's got to be the Knight, but the drone? I very much imagine so, but...
Huh?
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's not good.
Oh,
that's his death.
Oh! What a marvelous recon bolt. Saves his life and gets a kill as well. That is a masterpiece.
Does he get out? He does get out.
He does.
But look at C. Where's the turret? Where's the alarm bot?
Gillespie now can move across, but Gatch seems to have telegraphed it, and Rebels have taken command of the defensive side again. Okay, they've got the numbers. Musashi's low, though, and Mastic is looking to be a menace. Looking to swing by. Timing could be in his favor. Gatch ends up falling, and now he backs away from it. How do you move on from this? Nanoswarm can delay. Look at the site. It's been taken over by every single player of Surreal right now. Rendezvous away, and look at Mastic. He's going for more.
And the man can go do so much more.
And now he wants to go for the shot. It's still a trade, though. Rian still holding back, moves out of Cloudburst, still traded equally. But Lynxy and Vukashu will be able to take care of the duty that was put on them to deliver. Rebels again come up on top on the defensive side. Again have a chance to shut down Surreal.
Dear Lord, do not give me a seaside push again. That's all I'm asking for. Imagine if Rebels went a seaside 3 times just to go A now because they were selling that they're really eager for it. No, I'm just joking around. It's not much more left. Surreal don't have much more left. And look at their positioning this time. And legit, every single round is different. They do not believe, and I understand them. I genuinely do. They do not believe that it's going to be C again. No, wait, Rebels is going C again, right, guys?
Oh, it's the mind games of the mind games, Ash.
Oh,
it really
goodness.
is at this point. It's everyone's playing 3D chess.
Yeah. And there, you see the coordination getting worse and worse. The concentration just falling off.
It's jitters, man. It's pressure.
It is pressure, big time.
Moving into Garage right now, Alpha has got a really strong lineup here.
Does.
How are they going to entry through this?
Look how many players have set up. Alpha Hare needs to find a kill now to make it work for his team.
No more flashes available from JJ, though. That's a difficult spot. Linksy himself, he's got both of his available.
All the info. Oh,
Can they do it?
no.
Oh, perfect tag there, but Linksy somehow is still alive. Rebels can use him now to push onwards. Look at Surreal. Their push is coming a little bit too late, but they still have a valiant backstab to come underway for them. It's a 5 versus 5 retake, Zest.
Oh, Gatch gotta make it work.
Oh, he could be
No
catching him off guard.
way.
Did you think we were backstabbing?
That's the
Think
timing.
again. Uno reverse card brought out here from Gatch. Oh no, trigger discipline. Will that work out though? Gatch is able to swing by. That is Alfaya now dead. Moves out back into safety and now takes control over long. Gianni holds back, but Rians and Gillespie trade it through. Surreal still equalizing numbers.
kidding.
3 against 3.
Oh!
Pre-fires against the dark cover. Perfectly done. Oh, it's going to be defused. It's going to be
No
defused.
way.
They're going to stick to
No
it. Linksy
way.
finding the first shot.
He's
They
low,
need to push
Pavlos.
onwards. They don't believe it's being committed to. And Linksy doesn't get the kill on time. Gillespie takes Surreal onwards to another overtime.
26 points. The man had nothing. Blood dripping on the floor, the magenta color on the concrete. And all what he did is just held it. And my goodness, he proved to have will. He proved to be a menace. He proved that he has courage.
Standing.
I mean, if this game doesn't leave you speechless, I don't know what leaves you speechless.
No way that just happened, Zest. Rebels must be so mad right now, and we're seeing yet another C execute coming in
I'm
from
done,
Surreal,
man.
pushing through. Nano Swarm. Rebels put their hands up. They're right. Come and take this.
If
Our
one,
retakes work out.
this
We'll
was a
do it
free
again.
one.
Planted.
Let's get away from the past. Present. Surreal made it on the seaside. That is what mattered. Gatch still has a good bit of stars laying in front of Silong, and nobody holding the side actively, right? I think that's something we have to pinpoint. There's nobody holding the side actively, Pavlos.
They've made their way back in. Every single one of these players are now taking their shots.
Look at the angle of Linksy.
Yeah, they've got a few shock darts that can
no
be thrown at
way.
them. Oh, okay. They could just hold like this. Is this really how it's going to happen? Anticlimactic as that.
Absolutely. Why is it? What is happening?
on earth just happens, Zesh? Please analyze that for me, please.
Holding E or whatever you diffuse with. I don't know what diffuse button you guys have.
Oh man.
Whoa. I mean, they were not actively trying to defend the seaside, and I get it because Rebels is good at doing those retakes. That is fine. That is fine, man. But that seemed to be a little bit risky because there was like, at the point where there was a smoke, there was no active idea anymore anyhow. And obviously, you have to say, Linksy was smart again. He was picking a different diffuse angle. But no, he's not seen. They're pushing. They're aggro. They're finding the first. And Alpha
How is it so easy? How does he always do this? Gillespie even doesn't catch them off guard with that angle.
I don't know, man. But it's going
Moving
to be
on
a
to the
seaside.
seaside.
Yeah,
They're pushing through.
that's what
Flashpoint
matters.
delays it. Spike makes its way on. Oh man, Rebels. Remind you, they're on that point here.
Oh.
They could be shutting down Surreal. Now this is actually the biggest advantage they found in overtime on the attacking side so far.
You
This
say
is
it.
their bust
You
opportunity
say
they
it.
found.
Oh, I mean, you gotta smoke that thing. Never mind. Directly going for it. Is Jenny making it work?
Yeah, Johnny's going to push through. He knows that Masik is there, but he definitely needs to take care
No
if any of the
way.
rest are going to push through. Alfaya's done so much. Look onto the side, though. We'll be catching them off guard. Will he be doing enough, though? Incredible retake once again, winning out every single fight. This is going the distance.
How far are we, though, man? How far are we, though?
I thought we
How many
already
more
had a
rounds are we
marathon,
talking?
man.
Oh my goodness.
34 rounds, Zesht.
Oh my god.
We could have completed 2 games with these.
Ah,
34 rounds.
wait, in which world are 44 rounds 2 complete games?
They're not? 13 zeros? 13 and 13? 26?
Ah, okay.
Right?
Ah, that's how you meant. I thought complete by 13-11. Whatever.
no,
Hey, come on. Come on. I'm not that stupid. Come on. Besides that, it would have been 26, right? 26 rounds would have been 1.
Right.
52 would have been 2. Valorant. Going to the B
Valorant,
side.
we're not made for maths.
No, this is
That's
not.
why-
This is
yeah.
not the spelling bee or the math section. This is Masic finding Makasha for his smoke. And
Still
JJ
trying to
goes
back
on.
though. Surreal have the
Oh,
advantage.
God.
Oh dear. Rebels seem to be faltering on the defensive side, and that is a side they've been relying on. Oh no.
Spike planted.
I'm sorry.
It's panic.
It's
panic and chaos.
I'm getting to the point where I feel sorry for the viewers, but not because this game is not too exciting, because it really gets to my head. It gets to my head, man, and it continuously is advantage, disadvantage. If Rebels are losing this round, then it looks bad for them.
Off fire though, he's been excellent in these clutch positions before, and he doesn't really need to clutch, but now gets shot down before he even has a chance to rendezvous. Masic, he's got enough angles here. 45 points of health might be enough for him. Fault line.
Is he
He's
sticking
gonna
that?
stick
No.
it. Oh no. Pre-fight in
is,
that position.
Pavlos.
Finally, an attacking round works out for one of these teams, and it's Surreal to do it.
And it is Rebels not winning an attacking round any time before. Any goddamn time before. They were not capable. They got the spike down. That's fine. And you know what? My brain could be absolutely off. But did I ever see them go A? I could be off. I could be horribly off. If they now go A, I'm done. I'm done. They seem to go A. It looks a lot like they go A. And if they now make the 18-18, I don't know. At this point in time, I don't know anymore. It seems like they go in A. And this is their best player. This is Masic, the man who's hitting pretty every operator shot. But Rebels also feel scared.
I'll say a fire in overtime. He's
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
that's
true.
really popped off. Haven't seen too much of Janny though, right?
No.
No operator picked up for him. Obviously on the attacking side, that's a little bit more difficult to take care of. But they know they can't make any mistake here.
Aw, he's staring. But that smoke denies. Does he send a rotation over? Because take a look on C. Still 3 players standing in that direction. 1 garage, 2 on site. Will they do it? They look for a B, Pavlos. They
They're
look
looking
for a B.
And JJ has got all of his utility. Fault line is a perfect stop
Oh, it is.
to this push.
2 smokes on Jailers as well. But there they come. They want to
Fault
go
line
for
on
it.
both ends. Okay, dash comes through. JJ repositions. This could be his opportunity to shut it all down. This could be their
No.
chance to take us to a third map. Janny able to recover it soon enough. Fukashu as well. A 3-on-3, but Fukashu is so low. They need to get the spike down, but Gash is able to recover onto the backside. A topsy-turvy zest. They all win the defender's side every single time, but
Oh,
this time we
Gatch
may
is
be
so
seeing a
good.
different change of events. Gatch peeks through with a jump and a classic right click, and it's all down to Masic. This man needs to clutch, and Rebels have switched positions. Janny catches him off guard, and we're still going on.
This point in time, I wish I had the Xil picture-in-picture.
Time.
Oh, goodness. I tell you one thing. No, I don't even know what to tell you. It was Rebels. Not winning their defense, which they have won a good chunk of times. Not directly on the attacking side. When they were a round down, right? Surreal could have been the one closing this out. Deciding to go A. And you know what? I remember the words of Boaster. Mac versus Fnatic. There was a lot on the line. And I think he said, his words were, at 1919, I didn't even care who wins this. I don't even care anymore. And this is kind of what it feels like, because you're drained. You're drained. You're constantly swapping sides. You cannot build onto anything. You constantly have a buy.
It's a lifelong dream these guys are fighting for, though, right?
Oh,
Compete against the best in Europe.
the likes.
And this win just gets you just a bit closer.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm asking myself? If this is the game we're having right here, how's tomorrow going to look like in a best of 5? You don't even know yourself, right? Me neither.
You can't know.
No, you can't. But what I do know is it's an A-side take. A smoke landing immediately. An info dart used when is the question. He wants some free kills. He wants the distraction. Takes the drone, or does he?
Plays it slow. Doesn't allow his opposition to know where he is, so he allows his teammates to come in
Nah,
time
what
to
did I
come
tell
in,
you?
denying the spike plan here with Sashi Chani. All of them coming together. A retake before the spike even gets planted. As quick as that, Rebels take command.
Switching sides.
There it goes. It is the 1918 Pavlos. It is a Rebel sending Surreal home after they realized what kind of attacking rounds they can play. That was a wonderful approach by Mizashi. Exactly saw it happening like that. But this is the round again. And did you see how often they went C? I know it's such an easy thing to say. But then in the previous one, when they were down one round, they changed it up. They did do a different approach. And maybe the same is happening again.
The attacking side is all that matters now. This is what needs to work out. In response, there's 2 operators on the Surreal side.
Unbelievable. That's such a big investment, right? And Alfajer tries, but he has to back off. The A side looks doable.
Rendezvous. That is that.
Yeah, that is the case.
And no early pick going to Alpha. Yes, so many times that has been the case for them.
And 3 players are now coming over. One of the operators is heading over back onto the site. 3 players defending. What is JJ getting, though?
Oh, JJ gets one, but turns it around, and Johnny's able to bounce back from this. Rebels, they've got the advantage. 4 against 3, and the spike needs to make its way onto the site. But look at Alfire. Yes, okay, Nebula is concealing it, but not for long. Spike
so
is now being
dangerous.
collected onto the site. 3 against 4. Surreal, how can you bring this back with 2 operators? Not going to be an easy endeavor.
No.
Nano Swarm stopping them.
The crazy
Rebels could have done it. It could be...
It's the best players with the operator doing it, though.
They're so close to getting the stun. Johnny is able to find himself some damage, but not enough for the kill! And it's all down to Gatch, and he's not able to do it! No way! No way this just happened! A 3v4 retake, and Surreal, hold on!
Switching sides.
I don't know. I don't know. This is marvelous. It's ridiculous. And it's a story that does not end. It does not end. It does not end. It will never end. It will most likely never end.
So many rounds have been quoted by that this should be it.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Not attacking C, going A, getting on site, looking fine and dandy. And, you know, retaking with an operator, try that.
What's up with these post-plant defenses, man?
It's getting weird. It's getting late.
It's been weird this entire match.
Oh, yeah.
Ace Light can be taken over. I think they just heard a misstep, therefore telegraphing one of these footsteps here could be doable. Could have given the call for Lynx to come closer.
Oh,
okay,
goodness.
fault line coming through, crossing onto the side. If he dies here, he's got the spike. Oh, he's going to go for it. Just pre-firing that position, but not quite the kill.
survives?
Missing their head. He's able to run away with his life. Masashi,
don't
though,
know,
he's still
though.
ashore. They haven't checked it. Peekaboo, you're out.
That's so
Taking both
good.
down. Rebels have turned it around. 4 on 3, and they've got full control of a short, full control of a heaven, and CT moving across. Musashi ends up falling, though. JJ making sure they've got none of that. Alfire connects the shot with the operator. Surreal.
Oh, don't die on me. Don't die on me. That's going to be a bit problematic right here. Rebels, as they're trying to get that retake going, Vukashi's going for it. Nobody else is more crazy than him. He goes
He's going for
one.
it, getting 1 kill, but it's all down to Gatch.
That's
How
the
much has he
ult.
defused
That's
it?
the- Is it? Hold on. They're pushing
Avoiding the
through,
rolling thunder.
Rebels.
They're pushing through, but it's not able to find the shots. Means me, Surreal's not able to persevere
It's done.
here. There's no time to
That round
defuse
is
this
done.
spike. Surreal get another attacking round to work out in their favor. 20 rounds now go their way.
Switching sides. Match point.
And I swear, the sounds you made right there is basically the game that we've seen. It's choking.
Jerking.
It's choking. And it goes on and on. The story really doesn't stop, I'll tell you that. It's eternal. It's like reading War and Peace from Tolstoy. It just doesn't stop. You can read through an entire thing. Try.
Mate,
Good luck. Listen.
You know the yin and yang symbol?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Basically, this game is their interpretation of yin and yang.
Okay.
A circle that is fully grey.
Okay. But
There's no separation of evil and good. There's no
Hey.
separation of good plays and bad. It's
Pavlos.
all in the middle.
there's a lot on the line here, though. You know, we can talk a lot about peaceful signs from different cultures, but this is right now all on battle that we're seeing over on the A side, at least for the moment.
Oh, Rebels. They need another attacking side to work out, or else it's another map. And they can't
Smokes are
handle
dead. Smokes are dead.
such an important kill.
Oh,
A
it's
very
incredible.
important kill.
But will
So
they go
Rebels
see?
need to bounce back quickly. They need to find the right opportunity, but they haven't found an open site at all. Masik is there to stop them in their tracks.
That is it, right?
2 kills found.
That is it.
should be.
Say to me that is it.
Honestly, if I could, I would.
Okay, but you can't.
But I just can't.
No, it's fine. Does Musashi have a remarkable timing or not? Does he get the chamber to rotate? 3 players on the C side, and they're planting.
Oh, Musashi. So much impact that you could have right now. So much lie
I can't believe
on
it.
your shoulders.
I can't believe it.
They're checking it. They're checking it little by little. It's all timing. Patient, Musashi. Patience.
The operator has to vanish. The operator has to look
Has
away.
he spun out the weapon though? He has, but he's still able to find the kills! Musashi! You monster! You devour them whole! And it's all down to a fire now, touching the spike, causing chaos. It's got Hunter's
still
Fury.
his.
It will be denying it. A 1-on-2. It's all down to peeking. They haven't peeked in time. They haven't scared him off of it. Alfire diffuses it halfway. He
hell
gets
no.
another one. It's all down to Musashi. It's making by a quadra for Musashi. Salvage it for Rebels. They stay alive. They've got another chance.
Switching sides.
This man is proving that he has the patience that he needs. Ice cold. As it seems like snow is running through his veins. Ice is running through those veins. He's patient. He doesn't show a single sign of stress. And Masick has 40 kills. He does not whiff. This time he did. This time he did. Welcome to round number 41. We're going in 1.5 hours by now. 90 minutes full of action. And this is about promotion.
I can't believe Musashi just did that.
I know, me neither. You're not alone
They
on that.
just disappeared. Man, this guy was even worse than Medusa. He looked at them and they
their
were
eyes.
dead.
Ah, well, close enough. That's true.
They just died. They didn't even turn into rock. They just disappeared.
Yeah, good one. Very good one. Well, it seems like Ares himself got onto the server, decided to get a few new victims.
You know what's crazy to me, though? We haven't seen too many timeouts in OT, have we?
We should still have, both times should still have ready, but I don't know if they want to block momentum.
What a momentum.
That's, yeah, a shifting momentum. It's like a pendulum. Back and forth, back and forth. Time is ticking as the spike goes down. Lynxie's dead.
Excellent piece of aggression there
And
from Masick and
Volkashu
JJ
too.
looking to push through. What a wonderful round by them if they were able to execute this. Unless Musashi comes alive again.
no.
Unless he turns into the werewolf we saw him to be. Smokes are still available. Oh, Musashi ends up dropping. There you go. As clean as you want it. Surreal are mad. They want vengeance. And they won't be taking a hit of damage. Only just 1 kill falling into the hands of Gatch. But my word, what a difficult task he would have had to hit it up against them. Surreal again on top. 21-20.
Switching sides.
This is a crazy world we're living in.
I'm not quite sure if we could take a look at the scoreboard at the moment. I would just like to see the previous rounds, because one thing I would be keen about is there was at one point there was a pendulum swinging of Rebels losing their defense but winning their attack, but like a miracle, right? Like a freaking miracle. Oh goodness, there we go. Take a look. They're the pendulum swinging. You know, do you see it? Round 63, 36, 37. They're just like whoop. The other way around, guys. I don't believe it anymore. This is not real. I was dreaming the Focus big game. I was dreaming.
Oh, we saw Big and Focus today? Did that happen?
I don't know. Probably just
I
a few
forgot
years
about
ago.
that.
Focus already qualified for Masters too.
Man. This game has made me age.
Yeah, it made me age, but mostly it
Hey,
made me
good.
falter.
Maybe you'll be able to grow some hair.
Hey, you know what? You got the one in the face, at least. Go ahead and cut it, mate. Either way. Masick's holding C. Long range fight he wants to take. Could be
Oh, he
stunned.
never misses these. Never misses these. Oh, could have been a collat as well.
He's low though.
Hey, that's what they need. They need more. 33 points of health. He said it. He's very low, but Gillespie is able to bring it back. Maybe we're looking at a third mapper here. Maybe we're looking at just that. They've done it. 22-20. Oh, man, it did take them a while, but finally, they shut down Rebels on their own map pick. Finally, they put Haven in